Soldaki şeye
I shan't
değişmişler.
stray
Bu
a
adamın
step
yanına
from your
gelmiş. Ne oluyor?
side.
Nereye gidiyorsun Shani? Nereye gidiyorsun? Aa buradaymış. Merhabalar.
Once more, all the best in your new life.
Thank you.
It's us now. Dearies, blessings rain down upon you.
May you live in health and happiness. Harmony and love forever last betwixt you.
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Now go. Enjoy the feast.
Our turn.
Allah Allah.
My dear friend Aldona and her chosen one, Jonas.
It's an honor. The sun shine brightly on this new path in your lives. I am
This is my friend of yesteryear, Geralt of Rivia.
Yes, 'tis I, Geralt, a witcher. Heartfelt thanks for your hospitality. I adore weddings.
Ya
The brides
oğlum.
especially. So fragrant, so tasty, I could...
Righto, I'm sure we'll all have a splendid time.
Allah belanı vermesin Vladimir. Hadi 4'ü sorayım.
Tell me, Aldona, how is it you and my dear Shani know each other?
We met in Oxenfurt. Both studied medicine at the academy.
Wondrous times.
Over quickly in my case, alas. My family couldn't afford to keep me there. I was forced to return home after 1 year.
It's never too late to pursue an education, my dear. Your husband is certain to help you complete your studies, provide the necessary coin.
I don't know. We've not talked about it.
Come, Jonas, surely you've not taken Aldona as a mere diversion for the alcove. You will help her, will you not?
That is between me and her. You needn't
Tabii.
butt in.
But I'm not. I merely ask. See, I've come to love your wife like a sister. So I ask you as your brother-in-law, will you help her?
I'm sure we'll discuss the matter.
That's my lad. You're a right decent chap. I knew it from the start.
Ya hadi eğlenceler başlasın bakalım.
We've chewed the fat enough. Time's a-wasting.
Are you expected elsewhere?
Me? Ha! I simply cannot wait to sample your liquors and dance with the local matrons.
Jonas and I invited more than a few lovely maidens. Perhaps one of them will catch your eye.
Oh, that's for damn certain.
And perhaps you will catch one of their...
It'd be nice, certainly, but I shan't be terribly bothered if it's not the case. Come, let's drink.
Bir şey söyleyecek Shani bize. Aa söylemedi lan. Gece yarısına kadar meditasyon yapsam nasıl olur? Meditasyon nerede? Meditasyon nerede? Yok. Kapalı. Kapalı. Envanter de mi? Aa envanter de yok. Aa envanter de yok. Merhabalar.
Do you need help?
Shani, darling. Oh, you shan't believe what's happened. I'm marrying off my only daughter. Wanted a proper wedding for her, wild revelry. So I hired a true fire eater. You know, woo scope, sizzle sizzle.
Ooh, I've not seen that sort of trickery.
Horribly dear diversions of that sort. He journeyed here from Novigrad.
But I'll not squeeze coppers on my daughter, oh no. The groom's family have us for paupers, but we'll show them how wrong they are.
Seems we won't, in fact, for our fire swallowers has gone as last Yule's pudding.
Groom's hound chased him off. That blasted demon. Ugh, they sure named it right.
Calm yourself, Dumpling. Master Witcher's
Yo,
here now.
amına koyayım.
Perhaps he
Yo,
can
gidemem
aid
kardeşim.
us.
Before I can begin my witcherly investigation, I require guidance, clues. Tell me all you know, everything.
Well, the fire eater arrived around noon. Ate his fill of food, not fire. Then went for a stroll to air some gases, he said. That horror demon saw him and started barking like a thing possessed.
Why so?
Haven't a clue. Didn't like the man, sensed something awry. Perhaps that the man swallowed fire. Animals fear fire.
If I feared, it would have fled, not given chase.
Damn fool dog. How can you know? But it snapped its chain and chased the fire eater into the woods.
Foolish or not, it's our son-in-law's beloved pet. There'll be hell to pay if it goes missing.
Ya bulurum. Aa yanlışlıkla dedim.
Well, haven't
If I...
damn.
Fool.
You needn't worry. The Witcher, that is, I, will find this swallower of heated things.
Oh, mighty generous offer. But no one knows where to look.
Matters not. Witchers, that is, we have our ways. The Flame Gulper, what did he look like?
He wore a jester's cap. Typical sort. Ought to be enough to identify him.
I shall find him.
We thank you. And hope for
İnşallah
the best.
teyzeciğim inşallah. İnşallah buluruz bakalım Vlodi mi?
Awfully nice of you to offer your help, but are you sure you're up to it? You're not actually a witcher, Vladimir.
I wish to find this magician. Give it a go, all right? But you cannot help me. I must do it alone. I expect it will be great fun.
Fine. Don't have to do this, but if I were you, I'd find the dog's tracks, follow its trail. Just a thought.
Excellent advice. I'll take it.
Shani, Vladimir and I need to find the fire eater. If we're not back by midnight, then...
Relax. You'll be back in no time. I believe in you.
Tally-ho, adventure awaits.
Bir adamın partisine götürücü.
Following some dog's trail?
Nereye gitti lan
Not
bu?
exactly how I imagined this wedding. Think I'll wait here.
Wonderful, my juicy pair. I shall continue my travails while you rest. Shan't be long now.
Şurada lan. Kırmızı dalga yayılıyor. Saldıracak mı demek bu bana kırmızı dalga yayılması? Bu şurada değil mi ya? Merhabalar. Merhabalar, ismim İbrahim Yılmaz. Instagram'da 850 milyar 1100 takipçim var.
Missing man, missing mutt.
Am I seeing this right? That gammy puss ran up a tree to escape that puppy.
Ana köpek de ne kadar tatlı.
Guess so. You, get down.
Oh no, no bloody chance. I value my life.
What do we do?
Sit.
Now that is power. If I'd had that, the Horsons never would have gutted me. Make it do some folly. Roll about on the ground. That sort of sport.
No.
Oh, could you be any more of a bore? I'll do it myself.
Vlodimir'i
Roll
hiç
over.
sevmedim. Yuvarlan dedik la ha.
Leave it alone.
Were I to command it to eat its own tail, it would do so, right?
Demon, doghouse now.
Now what have you done? Why ever? Ruin my fun.
Have it at the wedding. Climb down. Man-eating beast's gone, as you can see.
You sure it won't return?
Positive.
Better safe than sorry, I always say.
Geralt, this jester is drunk as a skunk. I hope he's not polished off that bottle yet.
I saved your life, man. Do you not at least owe me a sip?
Course. Bottoms up.
Hadi canım. Başladık.
I say, cracking good mead. Now I understand why you wanted some private time with it.
Fine mead, true. But I was fleeing an hound. Hound? But it was a monster. A furry, faggy devil. They chose a fitting name for it.
You can forget about performing in your state.
And just what state would that be?
Look at yourself, man. You're a tramp, can barely stand, let alone perform.
First off, that's bollocks. Second, I'm a fire eater, not a stilt walker. Standing straight ain't a requirement.
This may be my only chance to ask. Your fire-guzzling trickery. How does it work?
Oh, they toss me out the guild if I told. Except if I took you on as an apprentice.
Yeah, guys.
In half a year's time, you'd learn.
I haven't half a year. Come, just between you and me. We've drunk together. We're practically brothers.
Drank it all yourself. You're no brother of mine.
You dare toy with me this way? Very well. Refuse to tell me, and I shall leave you here as a morsel for any passing boars, bears, or bloodthirsty fawns. So choose wisely.
This here's assault. He's suppressing the arts.
Out with it.
I got this special mixture I drink before every show. After that, I can eat fire, spit fire, do what I please. It don't burn nothing.
Is that all? Where's the art in it? Any dribbling imbecile can smear his throat with a protective slurry.
I've had just about enough of this. First they release the hounds, then come and steal my meat, and now insults. I'm done here. Goodbye.
Didn't mean to offend the bloody charlatan. Do something.
Now, you're gonna forget everything you've seen, said, and heard in the woods.
Wouldn't a smack upside the head help the matter? Put the cheating coward back in his place.
No need. You'll go back to the wedding and show everybody your tricks.
Oh, your charlatan's tricks.
Yes, sir. I'll do as you say.
Coming or not?
I'm coming. I'm coming.
To the wedding, then. Perhaps I'll find some more interesting diversions there.
Bu eğlence olacak dostum.
Keep calm, stay close.
Gel bakalım. Göt lalesi gel. Lan gelsene. Birader alo.
Seems there shall be no tricks. We must inform the bride's mother the magician turned coward.
Oğlum. Ne? Oğlum. Bir saniye o nasıl öldü az önce lan? Az önce kaydedilmiş de nasıl öldü onun ikisine de şunu bileyim mi? Oğlum ölmesi çok saçma lan. Vallahi bak. Ölmesini istiyor muydu? İstemiyordum ben. Nasıl öldü anlamadım. Aşağı indim. Aa ayı da öldü ama.
Keep calm, stay close.
I shan't stray a step. Wild animals behind every stump in these woods.
Bear, that? As much as your cock's a tent pole. Hide, you blind fool.
Ya yaban domuzu bak. Ölecek gibi zekalı nereye kaçıyor?
Tell me, are bears often boar-shaped in your experience?
Got weak eyes, see? Besides, I'm a fire eater, not some damn naturalist.
Indeed you are not, Master. Believe I failed to ask. What do they call you?
David Altonsborough.
Listen here, Master Hattonsborough. Stay close, and no harm will come to you. I'll see to it your drunken, fire-spitting gob gets to the wedding safe and
Az
sound.
önce çok saçma öldü mü? Atladı mı? Şey öldü mü? Apollo mu?
The missing fire blower is missing no more. It was my doing, if I may say so myself.
And Demon? What's with him?
He failed to return.
No, he did. He's just acting mighty strange.
Seems to be in a muddle of sorts. Got as much life in him as a carrot.
Might have eaten some nightshade or whatnot.
Your attention, please. I invite all to witness a spectacle unrivaled. A man so bold as to eat fire.
We must watch the trickery. Never saw anything like it while alive.
Adam spawn oldu, arkadaki adam. Çocuk biliyordu, içinden gülüyor. Çok güzel. Kız bize garanti aşık. Oğlum ha. Arkadaşlar bir şey olmaz. Kazanan tecrübe 4. Şimdi
My first Witcher contract.
Altı oldu oğlum?
Done.
Olunca altı
Fire
değil mi?
Eater
Ha,
found,
şurada var.
his ass saved. If
Merhabalar.
I could live again, I'd
Hangisi
be a
seçeyim?
Witcher for damn certain.
Ben daha iyi bence. Ben seni seçeceğim. Olmadı. Katılacağım. Heh.
I never say no to a lady, to your fair beauty, and to yours,
Oğlum, ne ara
Shani,
sarhoş oldun lan?
naturally.
Şurada
Of all these flowers, you, my dear, are the loveliest.
çok hızlı geçti. Merhabalar.
Not at all. I like my women
Yeah,
as I
yeah,
like
bana
my
biz.
peaches,
Güzel mi?
fuzzy and well ripe.
That's enough. Get going.
Merhabalar.
Drunken Randy.
Merhabalar, ismim Brian Yılmaz. Ya çık. Heh. Karı çık. Karı çık. Yeah. Bunlar eyvallah, kalsın bunlar. Hoppala. Kaçınmıyor mu?
If I may, Shani, I'd show you how I cut a jig, nimble as a leopard.
Don't let me stop you.
Why, the way you move. What charm, what grace. Your health, Sir Dwarves. May your beards grow long, but never tangle round your ankles.
Hoppa, kafa gene güzel. Yukarıdaymış.
Look there, Shani. The ladder begs us to scamper to its top, where we can converse.
Ripple aldım başka, ripple mi?
But how so? Just like that?
There aren't that.
Burada ne var oğlum? Ha, şu varmış.
Come now.
Just like that?
I'm all ears. What would you have us talk about? I'm sorry, converse.
Well, when it comes right down to it,
Yes.
you see, the thing is,
Come now, spit it out.
I...
Just as I thought.
Ah.
It's time we returned.
Ne ara şu spam oldu senin buraya? Şahin'cim.
But what's just as you thought? I find you intimidating.
Loudly lowing cows.
Look. Munchkin's playing cards.
Kanka Gwent oynayasım hiç yok ya. Gwent'i
Geralt
bilmiyorum
won't
zaten.
mind. He's wild about cards.
Perhaps you'd care to sit down to some Gwen.
Most certainly would. You needn't ask. It's no insult. It's the truth. He's a midget.
Like I said, that's an insult.
Would you call your chum a giant?
Shut up. You playing or not?
Oynamıyorum.
Let
Siktirin
us
gidin. Ya,
play, gentlefolk.
ben Gwent
What's
sevmiyorum.
your wager?
Everything. The whole lot. I'm all in.
I never knew you to be such a gambler.
You shall see many new sides of me this
Ya
night,
ben
my
Gwent
dear.
sevmiyorum ki. Kaybedeceğim ya.
Many
Oo.
large sides.
Normally we play that the losers got to wear the ass ears.
I needn't care. I shan't lose.
Ya ben güven sevmiyorum ya. Tamam. Bu geldi ananı sikeyim. Neyse şu arkası seni aşağımış. Ben de aynısını koyayım. Kaybettik böyle. Kürt mü? Amına koyayım. Şunu da pas geçecek. Kaybettik. Kuzey ziyaret edilecek. Bana bir kart vermesi lazım. 3 kart var mı? Oğlum kazandı. Ya güven kadar saçma bir şey yok ki ama. Kafa ya.
You lose, Witcher. Hand over the wager. Everything.
Perhaps we could reach an arrangement?
No weaseling out of this. Hand over the coin.
What do we do now?
Feel good losing somebody else's coin?
I meant to win, give you the coin. I've no need for it in the grave.
But you lost, so now I've got to pay up.
I say, he talking to himself. Roaring drunk already, that's it. We can't fleece a drunk. Have him don the cap and we'll call it even. Just a minute. Bloke needs a lesson. I say he dons the cap and gives us 5% of the coin he has.
Hear that? Agreed. 5% is yours, and I shall wear the cap. Never fear. A man must do what a man must do, and Vladimir von Everek's a man among men.
Hear that? So sloshed he thinks he's Vladimir von Everek. Rogue's long dead by my reckoning. Exactly.
Those ears. You look, interesting.
Time to drink. We are at a wedding.
Aye, let's drink. My time's as short as you are, friends.
To the Witcher and his betrothed.
Hear that, Shani? My betrothed. Know what that means?
Ya boş yere paramı
No.
kaybettik.
What?
It means we should act as befits the betrothed.
And what's that mean?
I woo you, you resist. But it all ends as everyone knows it must.
Göt.
Ah, the merriment. Good show indeed. Let's continue
Ya
the
para gitti
ball.
para amına kodum. Parayı kaybettin. Göt.
Ah, my kind of tune. Let's do some dancing.
In my experience, witches and dancing don't exactly mix.
Today they mix like fire and oil, my love. We'll dance the barn down. Faster, faster until we expire.
İskoç dansı değil mi oğlum bu?
And now, a special treat for our special guests. The Witcher Geralt and his enchanting
Ah, ne haber lan?
partner, Shani.
Büyücü aynacı.
Musicians,
Aynacı büyücü. Hani
something
yansımadı
lovely for the loving couple.
At last, music for a loving embrace. Come, Shani. It's time you discovered my romantic side.
Bu ne amına koyayım, kaç saydınız var bizim.
Oh, you're rather good at this.
A chair could dance a jig with you as its partner.
Oh, how humble you are.
I strive to be, yet should the need arise, I can strut as proud as any peacock.
Oh, the perfect combination. Women must love you.
Well, not to brag, but
Call it idle
Aa,
curiosity, but
daha boş ver, ne yapacaksın?
How
Sayın
many have you
Tris,
had?
Yen, Keira Mort.
many. And not a scrub hag among them, I should add. Women with true class, all, though none to match your charms. Seems the music and the evening draw to a close. Know how a true dancer thanks his lovely partner.
I'm not sure I do. What are you doing? Have you lost your mind?
I have my mind, my heart for you.
We must agree. You can say whatever you please, but you shall keep your hands to yourself. Understood?
Don't be upset, my peach. I couldn't resist.
I'm not upset. Just next time, don't lunge at me.
Yavaş yavaş diyor ya.
I'd had a long fast, so to speak. Hunger overwhelmed me. But yes, next time I shall ask. Shani, may I kiss you?
You're incorrigible. Could I talk to Geralt for a moment?
What for? He'll have nothing of interest to say. The man's a drip.
Please?
Very well.
See how I've reeled her in? Now don't fuck this up.
Geralt, I'm curious what it's like when that ghost's inside you. Do you feel anything? Have any control?
I feel everything. Don't have any control over what I do or say, though. Why do you ask?
Because I wonder what it would have been like to dance with you.
Ah, kız
Just
ben
you.
sikeceğim. Ne? Hadi ya.
Probably I'd have done what he did. Still like to.
Then why don't you? Well, answer me.
Hadi.
Yes, normal folk don't act like Vladimir von Everett.
Because they are churls.
Don't be too hard on him. All in all, he's actually rather fun.
Ha! See that? I'm fun. And you've got a pike so far up your ass, you can't wear hats.
Happened to see the man who announced your song?
Yes, he acted as though he knew me, but we've never met.
Ne bileyim
I was
kanka.
surprised. Who is
Şakacak
he?
bir şey var ya. Aynen.
Gontaro Dim,
Heh,
Master
aynen.
Mirror. Wonder what he's doing here.
Then perhaps you should just ask him.
Yeah, he didn't show up without a reason. Need to talk to him.
Consider that he might have simply been nearby and dropped in on a whim.
Promise you this much. He never does anything simply, and certainly not on a whim.
Bah, I was to make merry, carouse. Yet here I've stood the last 5 minutes, listening to you talk. I'm going back in.
Ah, better. Come, Shani. The night beckons us not to jabber it away.
Dur da kafası karışıyordur ya. Şahane.
The night is young. Come, let's do something
Ya dur
wild.
2 dakika şu adamla konuşayım ben bir.
But gingerbread's naught but flour, honey, eggs and spices.
I beg to differ, madame. You omit the most important ingredient in gingerbread. Time.
What sort of balderdash is he feeding them?
Quiet. If you listen, you'll learn.
Time? What do you mean, time? An ingredient?
Time gives the proper consistency. Time provides that ideal crunch on the outside, the delicious moistness within.
So how much of this time does it take?
That you will not find in any recipe. You must surrender to your senses. Let them lead you so close to time, you touch it. Let you sniff it, stroke it even. Time. Time is the key. Greetings, Shani. I must introduce myself. Gaunter Odim. My, what a lovely dress. The color suits you exquisitely.
Thanks. I've heard a lot about you, but no one mentioned cooking. Seem to know quite a bit about gingerbread.
Quite simply, I know a lot about everything.
Is that so? What do you know about me?
That you were ever the worst brother, that you envied Olgierd from your earliest days, and always wished to be just like him.
Rubbish. I never envied my brother.
Of course you did. He was a shining role model. Olgierd ran faster, shot truer, lifted greater weights. Olgierd learned to read first, although you tried your damnedest to beat him. As you grew up, he had his pick of girls, whereas you made do with the leftovers.
I apologize, Shani. I'm rather sorry you have to hear this.
Stop fooling yourself. Shani isn't here for you. She's here for Geralt. Even after death, you still play the pale imitation. Oh, by the way, Olgierd's a much better dancer.
You lying dog. That's my brother. I loved him.
The question is, were you as dear to him as he seems to have been to you?
He made a hero of me in death. In my last battle, in truth, I was far from valiant. 5 came at me. I'll not deny it. I fled. I hid in a cellar, yet they found me. Cornered me like a rat. But Olgierd told everyone I flew at all 5. Took them on all at once. Alone.
I'm rather curious how you know all this.
Olgierd visits my grave. Often. Pours a drink for me. Gets soused himself. And talks of the old times. He cannot see me, but I hear his every word.
Well, perhaps one day he'll say something very surprising.
What are you getting at?
I shan't disturb you any longer. Have a splendid time, for time is short.
Çok zaman diyor bu bak. Bunda bir bokluk çıkacak. Çok zaman dedi yani. Zaman da
Shani,
zaman.
I'm sorry,
It's all right. That was... Ugh, forget him. We're here to enjoy ourselves, right?
Yes sir.
Let's go. The night's
Gece
still
daha
young.
yeni başladı.
all lies, not a word of truth. Olgierd was not
Bir
just
dakika, bir
my
dakika.
brother.
Bak, %5'i,
More
500,
importantly,
500
he was my
kaybetmişsiniz.
best mate.
850 tane şeye girdim ya. Oo, 35 dakika konuşuyor, güzel. Merhaba, merhabalar. Merhabalar. Ben kimle konuşuyorum? Oğlum. Burada ne var? Güzel, ben seninle konuşamıyorum mu? Neyse. Great. Burada ne var? Aa, merhaba lady'm.
Found yourself a perch from which to survey passing beaux?
Kim? Ha.
Seen what he pulled from the water? An old pot.
Mayhaps his lass wears pots for shoes, case she can't find a privy.
You were supposed to fish out my slipper. I'm at a dance now with 1 foot bared. 'Tis a wedding. I've got to wear slippers.
Oh, look, dearie, I did. Tain't there. Muck must have sucked it deep in.
Well, poke your paws in there. Rut for it. Rubbish game.
Hey hey hey, ne oluyor lan
What's
burada?
all this then?
They're playing slip in for a slipper. Never heard of it?
Never. Us gentry folk have other diversions. What's the object?
Maid tosses a shoe in the water. A man's got to dive in and fish it out.
Look, mutations don't just turn them barren as a mule, they give them an ass's ears to boot. Must have some other horse part hidden in his trousers.
Oh my.
Oh, there's more to come. Prime game. Shawnee, your slipper. I shall prove I'd dive to any depth for you.
Blanc. Blanc.
Observe, Shawnee.
Kanka dalsana. Tam buldum, şuradaydı. Kolaydı. Başka olabileceğim bir şey yok galiba. Yani. Merhabalar.
Just when you think you know all the plowfolk's customs, they surprise you with slippers.
So now the shock's faded. Perhaps you could stop talking. Yes? What? Yeah, what do you... Yes? What do you want?
Oğlum aldım ya.
Just when you think you know all the plowfolk's
Oğlum
customs,
almadın mı?
they surprise you with slippers.
So now the shock's faded. Perhaps you could stop talking and fish out my
aldım ya
shoe,
oğlum.
which I so unfortunately lost in the
Ha
pond.
yok. Oğlum bir sürü ayakkabı burada kayıp. Ha. Ama o onunki değilmiş. Valla 3 tane ayakkabı buldum.
Damn mucky that pond, sank in up to my armpits.
I see no amount of silt could keep you from my shoe. And all the other shoes ever tossed in the lake.
Always better to do a bit more and even gain naught by it than to do too little and face regret.
Oh, that's quite the theory.
One founded in practice. For instance, I can now approach the owner of any of these slippers, and she will lift up her skirt and bend over, to don it, of course.
Ah, so generous. And clever.
Just figuring that out? I believe I've earned a kiss.
Well, find the owners of those shoes. One might agree.
Don't be jealous, Shawnee. That was but a jest. I don't give a piffle about the others. Oh, well. Recognize this, Cinderella?
My shoe?
Now extend your supple leg and let me slide it in. That is, on.
O ıslaktır sanki kankam o.
Thank you.
Nothing like a good